So today we are using trigonometry to find the unknown side lengths of some right triangles. Now, trigonometry is all about ratios, all right? So there's three trigonometric ratios you need to know in order to solve these: sine, cosine, and tangent. All right? So sine is equal to the opposite side divided by the length of the hypotenuse. Cosine is equal to the adjacent side divided by the length of the hypotenuse. And tangent is equal to the opposite side divided by the adjacent side. So the first step in using trig ratios on these kinds of problems is to figure out which trig ratio applies. All right, so let's take a look at this first example. Notice we have the right triangle here. There's my right angle, which makes this side over here my hypotenuse. All right, now this is the angle we're given, 40 degrees. We're trying to find this leg over here. Now notice this leg is across from that angle, so it is the opposite leg. So in this triangle, we're working with the opposite leg and the hypotenuse. And if you look at our options, only one ratio uses the opposite leg and the hypotenuse, and that would be sine. So to set up an equation for this, I'm going to use sine. The sine of the 40-degree angle is equal to the opposite divided by the hypotenuse. The opposite is the side we don't know, divided by the hypotenuse, which is 34. All right, so there's our equation. We just need to solve it to figure out what the unknown side length is. All right, and to solve it, we need to get x by itself, just like we always do in all algebra. So it says divide by 34. I'm going to multiply both sides by 34. All right. When I do that, the 34's undo each other over there, and then I'm left with just x over here. On the other side, I have 34 times the sine of 40 degrees, and that is just a calculator problem. So I can type that right into my calculator. 34 sine of 40 degrees. Hit enter, and I get about let's say 21.85. So I'll say approximately 21.85, and these are centimeters, and there it is. All right, so notice once you've set up that original equation using the trig ratio, it's just one step away from getting the answer. All right, but the tricky part is figuring out which ratio it is. Let's do a second example. Let's use this one. All right, so we've got another right triangle. Here's my hypotenuse, and my hypotenuse isn't even in use in this problem, but here's the angle we're working with. We're given the leg next to the angle, so that's the adjacent leg. And we're trying to find the leg across from the angle, so that's the opposite leg. So if you look at this example here, we are working with the opposite and adjacent legs, and there's only one trig ratio that uses just the opposite and adjacent legs. That would be tangent. So that is the equation we're going to use. Tangent of 73 degrees, because that's the angle we're looking at, is equal to the opposite leg, which we don't know, divided by the adjacent leg, which is 28. All right, so if we can figure out what x is in this equation, then we'll know the length of that missing side. So let's do that. We've got x on the right side. To undo the 28, it says to divide, so I'm going to multiply both sides by 28. All right, when I do that, the 28's undo each other over there, and then the x will drop down. On the other side, I just put this into a calculator and see what I get. So 28 times the tangent of 73 degrees. I get about 91.58. So I'll use about 91.58, and we need units, centimeters. All right. Not so bad, is it? Now, I will tell you that the third one's going to be a little tricky. And at first, you're not going to see why, but when we do it, you'll start to see why it requires actually an extra step. So, last example. We've got a right triangle here. Notice, there's my right angle. So, that means the side across from my right angle is my hypotenuse, which in this case is what we're trying to solve for. And here's my angle that we're working with. And the leg next to the angle is the side they gave us. So that's my adjacent leg. So notice, in this problem, we're using the adjacent leg and the hypotenuse. And again, there's only one trig ratio that uses the adjacent leg and the hypotenuse. That would be cosine. So, setting up my equation, I'm going to write the cosine of 32 degrees is equal to the adjacent leg, 22, divided by the hypotenuse, which is what we don't know. All right? So, nothing's that much different so far, right? We find out which sides we're working with. We set up an equation using the trig ratios. But here's where it's different. Notice, this time we have x on the bottom of the fraction. It makes it a little bit harder to solve, but it's still doable. The trick is, in order to solve for x, we need to get x on top of a fraction. Having it on the bottom of the fraction makes it really complicated. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to multiply both sides by x. All right? When I do that, multiplying and dividing by x undo each other on that side. And I'm left with x times cosine of 32 degrees on this side. And all that's left on the right side is 22. All right? But now, we still have one more step to do to get x by itself, because we have x times cosine of 32. So, to get x by itself, in this case, I'm going to divide both sides by the cosine of 32 degrees. And what ends up happening is, multiplying and dividing by the cosine of 32, they undo each other. And I'll be left with just x over here. And then on the other side, whatever 22 divided by the cosine of 32 degrees is going to be my x. So let's try it. 22 divided by the cosine of 32 degrees, I get about 25.94. So we'll say about 25.94 centimeters. All right. So notice that one's a little bit trickier because that x was on the bottom of the fraction. But we do have a trick to get it out from under the bottom of the fraction, okay? But the key to this whole thing is first recognizing which side lengths you're working with and then picking the correct trig ratio to set up your equation. Once you have that, then you're pretty good to go. All right, so I hope you found this video helpful. If you did, please hit that like button. Also subscribe, it really helps us out. But with that being said, good luck in your math, and I will see you next time.